Hello, I'm Wing Damon. Next Time is here, and I'm back with Lucid9. Now, previously in the last video, we left off with finding out how Yama and Miki met. So, let's continue with the story. Well, once upon a time, there was a princess. Was she pretty? Yes. Yeah. Good at singing? Yeah. Boring. Yeah, I find that boring too. It is not boring. The indignant anger on her face made me snicker. The first time I'd smiled all day. Yeah, well, what happens? Does she get in trouble and a charming princess to save her? Just listen, look, she's actually a big meanie. A mean princess? That wasn't a fairy tale staple. Okay, this actually... Click. Yep, but her bodyguard was in love with her and turned her good again. Felt disappointed. Story had a promising start. Yes, evil princess was thinking. Bleh, what'd he do? Cast a spell? Give a true love's kiss? He died. I wasn't expecting that. Oh? Don't look so happy. Okay. Yeah, I might have also looked a little happy. That time I broke into a tiny laugh. But it made her good again, right? Well, yeah. She didn't trust anyone before. Thought they were all fake and stuff. Seeing that she was glaring at me at the point of the story, but before I could open my mouth, she was already continuing. Anyway, the bodyguard sacrificed himself to save her life. So the heavens were super duper impressed and put him in the stars. Aren't the stars really, really hot? That sounds like a bad idea. Childless indignation flickered across her face. Oh, okay. Phone. Dumb phone. Childish indignation flickered across her face. They made him into a constellation, you poop. Blah. Blah times infinity. Blah times infinity plus. Anyway, Princess realized how beautiful love really is. Because he died? She saw how much he loved her, so she decided to be a better person and trust people again. This had nothing to do with writing messages to the dead on lanterns. I was rapidly losing interest. Let me guess. She lived happily ever after. Well, no. The bodyguard died, remember? I like this bodyguard. She glared at me, but somehow it felt less severe than before. She wrote her promise on a lantern and sent it up to the sky so who could see. Because he was a constellation, remember? Now I realize that I could have said a lot of things. That's stupid, he's dead. What could he do about it? But that wasn't on my mind at the time. Everyone turns into a bunch of stars when they die? I think. You think or you know? If they did something to super duper impress the heavens, I guess. I smiled at that. I scoured the street and landed on a simple booth. A handful of other kids were gathered around a short portable table, scrawling on lanterns with calligraphy pens clamped in fisted hands. Let's go. But I already made the lantern. Right to another dead person, then. With this overwhelming display of tact and political correctness, I raced towards the table, snatched the lantern from a smiling adult, and plopped down with my pen at the ready. Who are you writing to? None of your beeswax. I began to scrawl characters on my lantern. The girl hovered over my shoulder, squinting judiciously at my jagged brushstrokes. Why is your handwriting so messy? It's not messy. Huh, I can't even read it. I whipped around, narrowing my eyes accusingly at her own lantern. Well, yours? I searched for a fault. Not only was her lantern graced with perfect calligraphy, it also proudly bore a few elegant cherry blossoms. Well, yours looks girly. She raised a single eyebrow. It was a remarkably sophisticated expression for a 9-year-old girl to make. I am a girl. And there was nothing much to say to that. Oh, that must be Rui. Yama, where have you been? It was as if Rui had materialized out of thin air. I hadn't even noticed the rapid pitter-patter of her footsteps. Sorry, Rui. Jeez, could have told me. You were in the bathroom. Clear as bees, Rui turned her back on me but smiled at the other girl. Thanks for taking care of him. Surprisingly, the girl smiled back. As easy please. Oh, if they get along just fine, why did they have to give me such a hard time? Maybe it was a girl thing. I'm Rui. I'm Masaki. You want to make a lantern? Yep. How'd you make those flowers? They're real pretty. I can show you. And just like that, the two of them are friends. It took a little longer to warm me up, but whatever the two of them set their minds to, they accomplished. They'd always been that way. So fiery, so capable, so lovely. Two plain, playful angels who, for some reason unfathomable to mankind, saw fit to hang around a bucket of depressing sludge like me. Why do you think that about yourself? Mr. Ryota's voice seems to come from far in the distance, faint but recognizable. I respond distractedly. Mammy, I'm not useful, or popular, or particularly intelligent. Silence falls, the statements slowly continue. Our families were close. Masaki's father would always throw those get-togethers at their house over the weekends or during special occasions. I remember him being really overwhelming at first. He was a lot like Masaki, only bigger and louder. I rarely saw Masaki's mother. Okay, I gotta take a drink. Okay, that's hot and warm. Warm, not good. I don't know if I said that. I think I said that better, really. I'll say it again, just for good measure. I rarely saw Masaki's mother. The times I did see her, she was pretty distant. Besides that, I really don't remember much about her. At first, we were inseparable, Masaki and us, but then her father had lost his job, and we started seeing less of her. And eventually, they just left. No warning whatsoever. Really sad. No sad feels, no sad feels. Even our parents tried to get in contact. No luck. It had been as if the Hayas had disappeared off the face of the planet. That must have been a really hard blow. Rui says that it had been. Also, I don't remember much of what followed. It all passed in a haze. Essentially, I felt abandoned. I had this idea that everyone close to me would leave me. I don't think I could even cry. I only felt empty inside. But Rui says that it really was a terrible time. She says that I didn't eat, didn't sleep, didn't even play any games with her. She says that I looked like a ghost. I practically became one. I don't remember it, but she says that one day... Whoa! What was that? What was that? It looked almost like a lab. What was that? Yama? What's wrong? Nope. Sorry, that's it. Sob story over. What's that? I wanna know what that was. Are you sure? Did you realize that the entire point of therapy is to share your sob stories? It's not a burden, Yama. I'm glad to hear you out. I feel tired. I think I'll have to stop there. Here. It's mainly an excuse, and a very effective one for therapists. Mr. Ryota immediately nods in understanding. Thanks for confiding in me. Just know that what you felt was completely valid. I'm sorry you had that trauma. It's fine. I got over it. I'd like to go now, if that's okay. If you're sure. Is there anything I can do for you? I'm okay. You sure you don't want a lollipop? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but thanks. Have a good day, Yama. But at least take this prescription. Prescription? Seriously? So slow to let me click. Then I actually look at it. One bucket of ice cream to be eaten guilt-free. Oh. As far as the administration knows, this is totally a legitimate treatment. Ice cream is one of the core groups in the food pyramid, you know? He actually pulls a genuine laugh out of me. Right, that's a thing. What's it? Facebook? This is like, why is it called a food pyramid, not a food triangle? Does it mean there's two other sides to it? What's on those other sides? I'd probably tell you that wrong, but I thought it was really funny. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Ryota, and thanks for listening. Anytime. Seriously, what's that freaking flash? What was it? What was it? I mean, it looked like a lab, really. But what was it? I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know. I exit Mr. Ryoto's office in a considerably better mood than when I entered it. I actually don't feel tired, I feel a little rejuvenated. Seems like those memories have been weighing on me for a long time. Maybe therapy really will be beneficial. Deciding to take his prescription to heart, I head straight to the downtown shopping area. As my mind cleared, I get to pay a little more attention to the weather. Beautiful. Cloudless skies. The slightest hint of a cool breeze. You. Ooh, probably Misaki. I... Is that Misaki? I can't tell. A girl careens from around the corner and nearly crashes right into me. Her glasses flash dangerously as she tips her newsboy cap over... Newsboy. Yeah. Cap over her forehead, studying me with an intensity that could rival an electron microscope. Me? That's all I can manage to say at the eccentric site. Yeah, I don't like Misaki, because Misaki's hair is darker, isn't it? And I thought her eyes were more purple than gray. Yes, you. And Yes, you, an idyllic, unlettered civilian. Perfect. Perfect for what? Perfect for what? Do I need to run? Do I need to be good? Just in case. Ready to run. Ready to run. Right, Emma? A hint of a satisfied smile tugs at her lips. For what must be the 100th time today, I feel a keen sense of impending doom. Respond to my questions with either yes or no. Ooh, do I actually have to answer stuff? Oh. No. Brownies have gone cold. Do not deviate. Do not invent. And for the sake of both our sanities, do not dawdle. Okay? First, am I correct in assuming you are an academy student? You must be the wrong person, because I've never seen you before. Or I've never seen you before. I'm adding words. How can you judge the purpose behind this encounter without knowing the criteria I have set in my approach? Yeah, I don't want to know. I am not mistaken. You are my target. It doesn't take a genius to sense that this girl means trouble. I decide to conveniently ignore her and snip around her. She only steps with me, blocking my path. Again. Come on, man. We just want some ice cream. Ice cream! We have a doctor's permission to eat an entire gallon of ice cream, any flavor we like, and you are in our way. That is not right. I'm great. I can sense where this is going. As I envisaged, the subject demonstrates a remarkable inability to utilize basic cognitive functions. Talk about uncalled for. Abuse of words. Overly complicated language. She clearly as if she's screws loose. Maybe I should call the hospital. See if they have a runaway mental patient. She's not wearing hospital clothes. Maybe she stole them off of somebody's clothesline. That's probably what she did. Look, kid, I don't know what your problem is, but we get a date with ice cream. It's the only word you hear, kid. Get the problem with you, and all you hear is kid. A pleasantly cool air suddenly develops a rather harsh chill. There must be one of those phases. Just another 14-year-old expected to be treated with the dignity of a grandmother. Albeit a 14-year-old who apparently memorized the dictionary. Well, whatever you are, generally speaking, it's pretty rude to just run up to some random stranger and insult them. Oh. Oh. Don't you call my Yama an idiot. Yes. I don't like you. Truly, your idiocy has risen to a level beyond which I had previously surmised. Okay, you and your dictionary level IQ. Shoot, we have ice cream. Ice cream. You probably don't like ice cream. You're probably one of those who thinks that sugar destroys your brain. Well, us not so smart ones, us average ones, we need sugar. It fuels our brains. Makes us as smart as you guys. She immediately digs into her pocket and flashes something in front of my face. What? What? Freelance detective? Who hired a detective? Why would you know? Why? Okay, you're a detective. Why are you coming after me? I didn't do nothing. Well, I don't think I did anything. There's a possibility I might have murdered somebody. But that was several episodes ago. So we don't know if I actually killed anyone. So, yeah. Shiguri Enomoto. Shigure. Fruits basket. Legally certified to inspect crime scenes, obtain private files, and if necessary, interrogate unduly inquisitive citizens with the observational finesse of a blind bat. And you shall note that I am 26 years of age. Yeah, right. I'd like proof of identification for that, man. Wait. What? What? You're 26? All the things that's impossible. Unless you presume to imply that you are deaf as well as dumb, I suggest that you're so short. Bradford will automatically feel ice crystals forming in the air. Well, I should strongly prefer to be short of stature than short of cerebral matter, as seems to be your tendency. Ouch! Not a bad blow. Definitely not. Ow, 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 ow. But wait. If you're a freelance detective, does it mean that this is an interrogation and I'm a suspect? If I have to go to the police station, do I get excused absences from class? I can feel the chill through the screen. I see no need to reverse your expectation that you'll be taking unexcused absences as they are. Consider it an inevitability similar to your clinical depression? Wait, what? How? No. That's not me. What? What even make her think something like that? You might as well carry a sign. From your uniform, you are a student at the academy. From the fact that you are wearing it, you attended school this morning. From your presence in town rather than in class, you are, as I believe they call it, playing hooky. From that prescription slip, you are enrolled in the recently developed therapy method that the academy has been boasting. From your fairly normal physicality and social skills, your problem is most likely clinical depression or something like high-functioning autism. Yes, cut her out, please. Okay, I get it, you're a detective. And you're impressed, but pretending not to be. It is pretty impressive. The observations themselves might seem like common sense, but a person who can actually synthesize them is a rare find, which of course kind of just makes her even more annoying. Now relax a little. I believe that she hadn't actually secretly researched me. Now it is your turn. My turn. Of course. What can you see from my physical presentation? I invite you to give your brain some much-needed exercise. That gets close to firing me up. Close. Sorry, but I have my therapist's instructions to follow. Unless you have any actual business with me, I'd appreciate it if you left me alone, because I have a date with a bucket of ice cream. I step her on her again. This time, she doesn't move. But just as I think I'm home free, I hear a soft whisper drifting from behind me. Do you not wish to play a bigger role in society than an inconsequential pawn in this game of life? Or will you restrict yourself to the confines of your own abilities just because of her? Her? Or who? Or who? I don't know who. I quietly stop. Turn around slowly. Tell me how you know that. Right now. I shall, after you prove yourself mentally capable of comprehending the simplest of my explanations. Fine, she wants to play it that way. Let her play it that way. Whoa. Time to focus. I'll start with... Ooh. Okay, well, first thing I noticed was her clothes. So, clothes. Unlike standard professional wear I might expect of a law enforcement agent, she's dressed comfortably. Probably can do that because she's a freelance detective. The also haven't been ironed in a while, which means either she doesn't care or she's a workaholic, possibly a combination of both. Her shirt proclaims king, conscious or unconscious association to her egotism. I can't tell much, but I find it strange that she dressed so casually and expect people to take her seriously, with her height and her clothes. Is it any wonder that she's often mistaken for a kid? And one more thing bothers me. She wears comfortable-looking clothes, which I previously assumed were for efficiency. After all, chasing down criminals in high heels is a stupid idea. And yet something stands out. Oh boy. What stands out? Glasses and hoodie. Hat and jeans. Glasses and hoodie? Wearing a hoodie is uncomfortable and so are glasses. Right? No, actually there's nothing wrong with that. It's odd about assuming that she's wearing these clothes for mobility. Okay, so it was hat and jeans. Oh, gosh, I'm so dumb. Right, hats are a pain to run with because unless you keep one hand at them at all times, they'll likely to flop around, fall off, or just generally be obnoxious. And the jeans are too tight to opt for flexibility. Running those would either be very uncomfortable or very, very embarrassing. Yeah, rip. Which implies that she just dresses how she wants to. Definitely a very headstrong individual. If she doesn't choose casual clothes for comfort, knowing that it can interfere with the job, then is she purposely choosing it to aggravate others? To announce her individualism? It would match with her choosing to be a freelance detective instead of a corporate investigator. Free-spirited, rebellious, and as I suspect from how she's shamelessly pulling me aside for no reason, guided more by her heart than her head despite her intellect. Not bad. Next I should think about body language. She spreads her weight evenly on both feet, unlike most girls who let it lie more on one side of their hip than the other. Even weight on both feet almost sounds like a... fighting stance, because everything I've always read is you want to have your weight equally divided. She seems relaxed with that bright-eyed look of someone expecting danger around every corner. That kind of weight distribution doesn't seem to come naturally. Maybe she was in sports, or maybe in self-defense at one point, for a while from the looks of it. I'd like to guess martial arts, but I can't say for sure. There are too many possibilities. Okay, then maybe I should look at this a different way. Her movements are very crisp and close to the body. When she's speaking, she doesn't gesture very much, even when yelling. Generally, sports emphasize emoting on a huge scale, roaring in victory, bawling defeat, the works. Not only that, but limbs are trained more for gross motor skills than fine motor skills. On the contrary, Shiguri has a very tight control of her hands, almost to the point where she seems stiff. Which likely points to something in high control, like ballet or archery, or more subtle martial art like Wing Chun. Well, I didn't narrow things down too much, time to move on. I noticed that when Shiguri moves, she probably tends to use her... Oh crap, I wasn't even paying attention. What did she move? What did she move? Oh! I don't remember. think it was her right hand. Ooh. Wait a minute. Her right hand. I'm gonna say her right hand. There we go. Her left hand is gently staying it while her right often takes the most action, adjusting her glasses or tapping against her hip. Probably safe to assume that she's right-handed. So she's used to be involved in high control form of physical exercise, and she's right-handed. Is that all I can get from her body language? Well, she doesn't wear any noticeable makeup. She dresses like a kid and she wears glasses instead of contacts. She's calling more attention to her pathetic stature. Wait a minute, when I put it that way, it almost sounds like she wants to be underestimated. Even though she pretends to be indignant about being mistaken for a kid, it looks like that's her intent. So when you're little, you want to be underestimated. Because if your opponent underestimates you, they're more liable to make a mistake. Even though she's a freelance detective, she doesn't wear her badge anymore or carry a gun or anything really. She probably believes that being underestimated is a valuable skill. I can't say I personally agree, but hey, she's a 26-year-old freelance detective, not me. Okay, the circumstances. Why here, why now, why me? These are all the questions I need to address. The detectives approach me and bombard me with questions, but I see no other policemen. Is she doing this just because she's bored? No, she was specifically looking for an academy student, for some reason. I'm coming up short in this area. I'll have to think about this later. I take a step back to look at the full picture. No, this isn't it. Not quite. It's good information, but it's basic. Nothing stands out. I can't actually do any of this. Time to think a little deeper. Is there anything that can help me? Anything at all? Something I've missed? Whew. And I'm up to speaking, yes. If you cannot resolve such an appallingly simple task by your own means, I shall consider your intellect no different than that of a headless chicken's. Good day. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, anyway. I am running overtime again. So I am gonna cut this one here. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more like it, hit the subscribe button. I'll see y'all in the next video. Until next time.